Today, we have something very special and important to discuss. We will tell you about 3 important things. We will talk about new insights, what's exactly going to happen with Bitcoin within the next few weeks, and we will include a secret theory as well, and we will cover 2 altcoins, and we promise you every one of you knows that altcoins, and Davincj has some really surprising updates about it from a TA perspective, and we have a very special update about Pandora's Wallet. You can see it right here on Davincj's shirt. It's very, very nice. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you stay until the end. Make sure you like the video. We are trying to get 1,000 or 2,000 likes again. And now, Davincj, we get into the most important question of today. Everyone knows it already. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Chris. I'm here in sunny Acapulco. It's 32 degrees Celsius. How can I go wrong, man? It's beautiful, beautiful. And you know what? Last night I had dinner with Ron Paul. I sat at his table, and he was sitting right beside me, and I had a great conversation with him.
Like the guy you talked about in your videos a few times?
Yes, exactly. The Congressman Ron Paul and the doctor Ron Paul.
That's huge.
He's my hero because he woke me up from the Matrix. He's the one who got me started down this path of gold and silver and eventually Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies.
Yes. Talking about how the money comes from the lower class to the middle class to the upper class.
Yeah, he said that this monetary system is unfair. It transfers wealth from the poor and the middle class to the rich. And when I heard that, and I said, okay, this guy's lying, right? Why would he say something like that? Why would the government do something like that? The government's here to help.
I don't know.
That's what I believed in the past.
Yeah.
And so when I heard that, I thought, okay, well, these people, everybody would say that he's crazy, but they didn't. And so I started researching him and realizing that he wasn't crazy. He might not be crazy, and I need to research everything that he's saying. And that's how I went down the path I started falling down the rabbit hole of truth.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. You just went from Davos to Acapulco and talked to so many great people in the last few weeks. It's amazing to see that, and yeah, we can now get even more wisdom from you. So we will talk about the 3 things we mentioned in the beginning. First thing is a new insight we got about the Bitcoin price movement within the next weeks. We will include a theory we will show you right now. Some of you guys might already know it, and with the help of that theory, Davincj will actually add some conditions, and he will tell you exactly what might happen to Bitcoin in the next few weeks. So that's very, very important for you guys. You should definitely watch that. Even though you don't want to watch it, the timestamps are given down below in the description. We will show you a picture of that theory right now. So you go here, sorry for the bad resolution. What you can see here is the Elliott wave theory. So this is actually about 5 different waves. So the third wave was that wave from 6,000 something to 3,100. And a lot of people are saying right now that we are in wave 4, which is an upwards wave, and afterwards the wave 5 is the final washout wave. But there is a condition attached to that, and there is a possibility, even though it's a small possibility, that we are still in wave number 3. So we will basically talk about that right now. Davincj has a very special update about that. Before we go on, we want to give credits to Alessio Rastani, who talked about that Elliott wave theory again 6 days ago or 7 days ago in this video. You can check it out as well. Maybe we will link the video also in the description. But what we will do right now is we will take that insights, we will take that information, this theory, and we will add something very, very important for you guys. So you will exactly know what are the different scenarios for Bitcoin within the next few weeks. And we can already promise you guys, this will be very exciting. So, Davincj, yes. This is enough out of me. Now it's your turn. The stage is yours. Please drop some knowledge bombs to us and let us know what this is all about.
Sure. I mean, Elliott waves, I'm not really a huge fan of Elliott waves, only because there's so many ways you could look at it and say, well, that's wave 4, and that's wave 3, or, you know, you can always argue with somebody's drawings of how they draw their Elliott wave. So I'm not a huge fan. I do follow it, and it works somewhat, but works better if you're looking back. And it's already happened. That's what I've noticed.
Like most of the times, that's the case for all the theories.
So let me take a look at the charts here, and Bitcoin, has not been doing much right here. You can see that it's trying to create.
Can you share?
Flag for me.
Can you share the
Am I
screen?
sharing?
Not yet.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, I think it's coming. Yes, it's coming now. Perfect.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hit the button to hit share, but here, as you can see, Bitcoin, right, had a nice pop. Looked like we were gonna go a lot higher once it popped here, but then it started to go sideways and didn't exactly create a flag formation, because a flag formation would have been like higher highs actually coming up here. So we didn't see the higher highs and higher lows, and so this turned out to be like a downward trend, which has been broken. If you take a look at it on a 4-hour chart here, we can draw some trend lines to show you how this is. Let's see here. This one, no, I think we should go with that and go over here, right? And yeah, this is this point. These points actually right here. So we have this lower highs happening, and then also it's coming down. The trend is also coming down in this way as well. So, I mean, we're not really. If we've broken out of this trend, right, and we've closed above in the 4 hours, so who knows? There might be some sunny skies ahead. But in order for that to happen, it's got to break the 38.2, right? This is this level. Most traders will tell you, some professional traders will tell you that it has to break that 38.2. Now let's just make sure I actually set these fibs exactly, because sometimes I'm like a little bit off, and it helps if the numbers are exact. Let me see here, there, and there. There we go. Oops, no, it moved. Come on. There we go. Is that? No, that's not the low. This is the low right here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there we go. That's the low. That's the low. Okay, so 38.2 is right there at 3670. It's got to close above that, the 3670 level. And then we can see it move up to get some resistance back up here at 3800, because that's where I think we'll find a lot of short people. But if we look left, right, which is another thing that you need to look at when you're doing a chart analysis. See this big bar here, this down bar? It's actually considered empty space, really. And so it could blow through the 61.8, because this is just empty space. If it breaks this level here, the 50% mark, because that's the last, this is high, it's got to break out. Breaks through that, right? It's going to come back and fill this candle. So we could pretty much bet on the 78.6 being hit, if and only if it closes above the 38.2, right? So now, as we were saying about the Elliott wave, right? If we back out into the dailies, yes, right? I'm not gonna go over the whole Elliott wave, right? Like counting the 1, 2.
No.
3,
We don't
4,
have to do that.
right? I'm just gonna go point out that this is wave number 3, right? This is considered wave 3, and most likely it is, but we gotta wait and see, all right?
But now the question comes: is that afterwards the wave number 4, or is it still wave number
4.
3?
This would be most likely be wave 4 if, but only if, it breaks out above here, this last high, because it's got to create a downward pressure and an upward pressure that's higher than this point here. And then we could say, okay, this is definitely wave 4, right? But and it could do it. I mean, I wouldn't put it. It's still got time to do so, because look at the golden ratio is right here at what is it, 48? Yeah, 4,800.
Yeah, roughly.
So roughly 4,800. I mean, that's still doable because the 200-day moving average is still coming down, and so it could come back and kiss it and come back down and say, okay, see you guys. I was just joking, and that would be a good thing to happen, because then, if that doesn't happen, then this continues to be wave 3, and that means we're going to have another move down, and then another point. So we're going to have come down, and then have our wave 4, then have our wave 5, which I don't want to happen, because it might be here. This might be a continuation of wave 3, and then it comes to here, and everybody goes, this has got to be the bottom, right? Lots of euphoria comes up to here, rolls back down, and goes to $1,000. Ouch.
Okay.
Ouch.
Do you have any probability attached to that? I mean, we have two scenarios. Either we are at the moment in wave number 3, or we are in wave number 4, which is obviously better, because then the bear market ends sooner. So what's actually the probability, like roughly, for scenario that we are in wave 3, and what's the probability for the scenario that we are in wave 4 and that there's only one last final washout?
Well, I can't tell you the probability. I wish I could tell you the probabilities of that, because I don't follow the Elliott wave that closely, so I can't give you an estimate. But what I can give you an estimate on is that the probability that this is going higher is pretty much like 40% the chance probability that this is going to go higher. Not very good. Not very good. No, I would say, yeah, I would estimate this, but with that breakout, and that breakout could turn it does not look good at all. This has to break through the 38.2. That means it has to even come to the 32 to probably be rejected again, and then try again in order to pass it. And that's not with so much bears out there. It's going to be a tough battle, and I don't see enough buyers to push this thing higher yet. Not yet.
Is there, as a last question to that topic, is there any due date or so when you can say, okay, if we do not surpass that level of 4,100 roughly, then it is most likely that we will go lower? Is there any due date or so?
No, actually, there's no due date. I would say, there's no due date. This could happen this week, next week. It's just gotta. If it passes here, then it doesn't. If it passes down here, like this bottom here, it breaks this bottom. Yeah, you could forget about that. You could forget about the 3,100, the 4,100. I mean, it's pretty much toast. Especially, this bottom here, right down here. If it passes that, we're done. We're done. We're done like dinner.
Okay. Let's hope that does not happen, man. But yeah, thank you so much for giving us that insight. Let me quickly sum that up. I will just pull up this chart here with the 5 different waves again. So what we basically found out with Davincj is that there is a possibility, even though everyone is saying, and also Alessio Rastani, that we are in wave number 4, but there is one condition to attach to that we are in wave number 4, and that there is only one final washout. And that condition is that if we are here in the B pattern, or let's say in the beginning of the C pattern, then it is very important that we surpass that high of 4,100 or something, and that we go higher, that we make a new temporary high, and then we have the final washout. If we cannot surpass that level right here, 4,100 roughly, that means that we are still here in this wave number 3 washout. We will find a new low, and afterwards there will be a wave number 4, and a wave number 5 even lower than wave number 3, and that will mark The end of wave number 5 will mark the end of the bear market. So let's everyone hope that the probability of 40% comes true and that we will find a new temporary high above 4,100 so we can end wave number 4 and go into wave number 5. Everything obviously with the assumption that the Elliott wave theory applies to the reality, obviously. So thank you so much, Davincj, for letting us know your thoughts about that theory, which actually nearly everyone at the moment agrees upon. If we look at, for example, Alessio's video, it got like 50,000 views. A lot of people are talking about it. And also looking to the financial markets, that Elliott wave theory, looking to the past, actually applies to a lot of markets out there, and it might apply to the Bitcoin market as well. So it has a huge legitimacy. And thank you so much, Davincj, for telling us about the 2 scenarios. And guys, let us know, what do you think? Are we in wave number 3 or are we in wave number 4 at the moment? Hopefully it's 4. Let us know in the comments down below. We will actually count it and we will make a summary about the sentiment of the market because our followers are the market. And it's always very nice to have some sentiment analysis, and we will bring it up in the next video. So make sure you drop that in the comment section down below and you smash the like button. So now we will get, I'm talking so much, man, but I love it. Now we will get into the into the 2 altcoins.
We all like to hear what you have to say too.
Yes, I hope so, man. But I mean, we are both MMCrypto, and what you guys cannot see, we are 10 people at MMCrypto, but most of them are never on the camera. So now we will go over to 2 altcoins, and we are very sure that a lot of people will laugh that we will talk about that right now because everyone knows it. We will talk about Cardano, ADA, and we will talk about XRP, Ripple. So if you are excited for that, actually the timestamp still given down in the description down below. We will start, I think we will start with Cardano, Davincj, and with your view on it.
Cardano.
Perfect. So what's your view on Cardano? A lot of people are asking for that. A lot of people in the comment sections are asking about that. So maybe we can get into that and finally tell the people what your thoughts on Cardano actually are. And guys, for the next video and the video afterwards, make sure you see we are looking at the comments. We are pulling out Cardano and Ripple. Make sure you leave your favorite altcoin in the comment section down below. We will count it. We will check where the highest demand is, and we might cover it in the next one. So let's get straight into Cardano, and the stage is yours again.
Awesome, yeah. I like Cardano. I think the project is a decent project. I think that the people working on it are very brilliant and are going to do well if they can work together. Because when you have like a large amount of smart minds working together, it's really hard to get consensus and and develop a decent product that works for the public. But we'll see. It's only time will tell, and I hope them all the best. Looking at the charts, I like what I see here for the little lady who might have missed out on buying some Cardano, and she was like, damn, I want to get some of this, right? Well, good news, little lady. The Cardano did not break through its 200-day moving average. In fact, it's rolling over. And you could and better yet, if you want to take a small nanny nibble at the 61.8, which is right here at 0.000. Okay, I'm just going to say
1,300 Satoshi.
Yeah, 1,031 Satoshis. Right? Because that's a little bit easier to say. Yeah, you could probably get a good fill here, and I'm probably gonna move a little. I'm gonna sprinkle some buy orders all the way down here, just in case you can get some really deep discounted Cardano. I know that most people. I'm glad that this coin does not have. I'm glad this coin has a large volume, because I don't want to hear people going in and buying this thing up right now at this price, because they should be letting the market come to them. And the market practically saying Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming with this huge gap down here. Look at this gap. Now, the market, what it tends to do, both going up and going down, is come back and visit gaps and refills them with a full candlestick body. And so we could say we could pretty much it's almost pretty much guaranteed practically when it comes to gaps. I mean, it's like there's only like a few times I've ever seen a gap never get filled in my history of trading. And I could say with significant confidence that we're going to come back down here and visit it. So you could set some buy orders down here and easily get filled. And that's what you should do. Look at this. There's another gap right here. Oh my goodness. You got some gaps all over the place here. I don't think there's any other further gaps further down if we go looking for them. Yeah, I already went looking for them, and there was no other gap. So the 61.8 sounds like it's calling Cardano's name. And if you want some deep discounted crypto, you can set some buy orders down here and get your crypto on the cheap, right? Don't you like cheap?
Man, cheap is my favorite number. I love cheap prices, man.
Exactly, especially when it's your investments. You love cheap prices. And so, yeah, I'm just going to rescale that. As you can see, I have an order down here. I'm going to leave that. I'm probably going to sprinkle some smaller orders up here. And hopefully I can get some Cardano. I already have a lot of it, but I'd like some more.
Who doesn't like some more crypto, man? Especially when it's cheap.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So, yeah, okay, we got some insights for Cardano. Actually, you like the project fundamentally, and you like the TA, but you wouldn't buy in right now. You would set up some buy orders at the 61.8 FIB level and also cost average down when it goes lower. Is that correct?
That's exactly right.
All right, so we saw a lot of people commenting about Cardano. Give some love to Cardano. Here you have the love. It's not a buy right now, but it is a potential buy when it goes lower because you want the market come to you. So always think about it. Let the market come to you. Maybe actually that could be a new MMCrypto slogan. Let the market come to you. I like that. I think no one used it before. Yes, let the market come to you. All right. So everyone who watched until that point of time, you can also comment, let the market come to you. And if you like it, maybe we will implement it as a new slogan for the TA part. And now we get into the next altcoin. And I mean, everyone knows it. 80% hates it, 20% love it, but everyone who hates it at least loves to hate it. We will talk about XRP Ripple and your TA point of view on XRP. So we are actually very excited about that. So Davincj, what do you think about XRP Ripple as a potential buying opportunity right now?
Well, I hate Ripple. I think it's a scumbag banker coin. But I have a rule when I'm trading. You don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it.
Exactly. No emotions, man.
Exactly. So, because if you fall in love with the coin, it's very detrimental to your portfolio. And if you just outright hate the cryptocurrency, a specific asset, then it's also just as much detrimental to your investment portfolio. So the best thing to do is just let it go. It's just another asset to make some money, right? Isn't that right, Chris?
Yes, exactly. No emotions in trading, man.
Yes, it's a difficult thing to say, a difficult thing to do.
Yes.
I mean,
it's easy to say. It's easy to say.
Yeah, but it's easy to say, but difficult to do because, we're emotional creatures, Chris. I constantly fight with my emotional battles with this all the time. And for example, I would look at some of the cryptocurrencies that I've purchased, and I realized, oh my God, I'm in that crap, that shit coin, and it went to zero, and I put in like a Bitcoin in there, and it's gone to zero. But dude, are you not looking at how much money you've made?
Yes. but no shitcoin. Fourth tier coin. No shitcoin.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sorry. Yes, fourth tier coin.
Yes.
I forgot that. Thank you for correcting me.
No problem.
So I got this fourth tier coin, and I was like so upset. And I have 150 of them, the fourth tier coins that went to zero, and it's okay. You know what? You just long as you put in the small amounts of money, don't worry about those coins that go to zero. Let them go to zero, and I'm hoping this one goes to zero too. But moving to the technical analysis of this. XRP, I know. Talk about loving hating an asset so much you want it to go zero and still invest in it.
Yes.
It's funny. So anyways, it got a nice pop. XRP has a nice pop here, and it came back down a little bit. So if people if they were interested in getting back in, they could have gotten in here at the 61.8, right, or the midpoint here, and did all right. They would have been still in the positive when it comes to the price in Bitcoin, of course. But this would have been probably a good day trade to make here. This come back to the 61.8 and then selling at a specific percentage. Maybe when it let's see here. I would say you know what? I'm not gonna go into day trade because you know what? I like the little old lady. I have to hunt. In order to hunt day trades, you got to find out where you're going to get out, what's your target, and all that kind of stuff. And you need a 2-to-1 risk ratio. And we're not doing day trade comments here. We're going to do for the little old lady style because I think that's the most easiest way to trade the cryptos because it's just pretty much find a target, find a point to buy, and then sell half on a double. You know exactly where your profit point is. It's double. And it's easy. You just take that profit. Don't go into saying, "Oh my God, I could have made so much money when it went to when it face ripped to like 100x higher." Who cares? Your point, your objective in the market is to just grab a small piece of it and not be greedy. Because bulls make money, bears make money, pigs. What happens to pigs, Chris? They get slaughtered.
Exactly, man. Good to know. So what do you actually think about XRP right now? Would you consider it a buy, a sell? What's your price targets actually?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You know, I went off on a tangent. You're right. Well, looking at the chart again, I'm thinking that now that it's dipped down to the 61.8, tested it and taken off, and if this is the 200-day moving average, it's broken the 200-day moving average. If this is truly yes, it is. Right, this brown line is the 200-day moving average, so it looks like it is going to face rip sometime soon. Right, this is the most likely probability. And so let's just get rid of this fib because the odds of it coming down here and breaking this low is really not that good. It's not high. So that means we're going to see some higher prices. So let's take a look at where we could potentially go with this thing here. So I'm going to go chart this from here. If we wanted to get in, let's just say you wanted to get in because, hey, Davincj, what? You're saying this is going higher? So where would I get in? Well, guess what? You've got some golden opportunity here. See this candlestick? This is called a tail, right? This is the bottom part is a tail and the top parts are wicks. And one of the things that about Japanese candlesticks is tails and wicks love to get eaten. So that means the price will eventually one day come down. It might not happen today. It might not happen with this particular in this particular run. It might go just higher and then come back eventually when it after the face rip, or it might do it this time. So this way, my point is you should still wait for the market to come to you. And even though it might face rip without you, you just have to let it go. Okay? Just please let it go. If you're not going to get your cheap, deep discount, move on to another currency. Trust me, there's lots of currencies out there. The market will provide you with another opportunity. Now, if you're interested in buying, this is where you'd be buying. You'd set some buy orders below the 61.8 all the way down to the end of this tail. This is probably where we could probably get some cheap fills of XRP and before it takes off, and participate in the face rip that seems to be coming along.
Which one was that actually at 7,000?
It's at 7,880.
78,
Satoshis,
yes. Okay.
right, all the way down to 7,100 Satoshis,
Yeah.
approximately. Yeah, so if you set some, sprinkle your buy orders and then average them together, or put in just one buy order and hope for the best, right? We're not this industry. We can't bring the boat back, but you know what? We could always hope that they do.
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. So what you are saying is that XRP is actually, it is a potential buy at the 61.8 and lower, but it's not like a strong potential buy. But you would set up maybe some buy orders at the 61.8, at the 70.5, and the level below, and maybe split it up into 3 different buy orders or something like that. There was one thing you mentioned before, and it's actually very interesting. You said something about XRP potentially going to 0. What's the probability of that happening, like just roughly estimated? Do you have any probability for that?
There's no probability of that going to
0%. 0%?
It's just as strong as Bitcoin. So Bitcoin and most of the other cryptocurrencies, it's just a hope of mine.
It's just you hope it's going to 0, but the probability is actually nearly 0% of it going to 0. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
No, but I think that's pretty interesting, especially because Cardano and XRP were some altcoins that people were really, really interested in, and both of them are a potential buy at the 61.8 and the levels below 70.5. So thank you so much for that. From what I can understand is you are a little bit more bullish maybe on Cardano than on XRP, but maybe that's only a fundamental point of view. And also for Bitcoin, to sum that up, you said that for a 40% likelihood, yes?
I'm actually more bullish on XRP than Cardano, because Cardano is not past its 200-day moving average yet. So whilst XRP has broken it, and it might test it one more time before it starts to face rip.
Okay, so you actually only like Cardano fundamentally more, but from a TA perspective, you think Ripple has a little bit more potential attached to it. So thank you so much for correcting me. Now I got that point very clear. So from a TA perspective, XRP, you like it more, and from a fundamental point of view, you like Cardano more. And also from an ethical point of view, maybe something like that. So thank you so much for that. And also coming back to the Bitcoin point, guys, if you haven't watched this, if you jump to the timestamp, make sure you go back. It's very, very important to get that point straight for the Bitcoin theory, the Elliott wave theory, and what will exactly going to happen with Bitcoin within the next few weeks and months. So now we get into the last point of the day, and this is a point which, it's very important for us at MMCrypto, and very, very important for you who is working for Pandora's Wallet for a long, long time. You have a very exciting update to share. So let us know, what do you want to tell us about Pandora's Wallet?
Well, it looks really good for us to achieve our 50 currencies and then and we're going to be selling our product at the end of this month. Well, actually, probably sooner. But we've just launched yesterday a new website, and we've changed our icon of our Pandora's Wallet icon. And I'm very excited about our website, and looking forward to be selling Pandora's Wallet. If you're interested and you need this particular product, I hope we serve you well. We're going to have 50 currencies to start. We're going to be working with Bittrex and then moving on to Binance. And by the end of this year, we will have over 1,000 cryptocurrencies on Pandora's
For real?
wallet. Yes, for real.
So every altcoin Messi can get satisfied with that Pandora's wallet. Even the last altcoin Messi can get satisfied. And let me mention something. And we at MMCrypto, we talked about that before. A lot of projects out there, wallets, ask in their ICOs for 50 million, 60 million. And Davincj just self-funded everything. And he is selling it like, I don't know, for chump change. So I actually just wanted to bring that up, not asking for 50 million or something, but like for a few bucks, like a few burritos of a few burritos. Just save some burritos, and you can actually trade in that wallet, which is quite nice. I mean, it's I don't know. It's not like something like a decentralized exchange. It's more a wallet where you can go through APIs and trade on the exchanges while still you are holding the private keys. And I think that's really adding some additional security to your holdings if you like to trade back and forth. But if you don't like to deposit and withdraw all the time from the exchanges. So that's very, very great. The new website is given in the description down below. There is actually a new website, and you can see the new logo right here. Davincj, maybe you can show it. I think it looks much better. It looks much better than the logo before. So thank you so much for updating us on that. Still, if you want to support Davincj, I think is it still able to make a test download and test it?
Yes, you can still try the product for free, and you will be able to try it for free until March 1st. I think we're going to be giving everybody 30 days trial, anyone who tries to download it and try it out. So they'll get a 30-day trial, but you'll be able to try it up until April 1st, and then your subscription will start at April 1st if you purchase it ahead of time.
I mean, now no one can complain. I mean, free it's even better than cheap. Free is even better than cheap. So everyone who is interested, you can go and test it right now, or you can go into the trial for 30 days and check it out if you want to support Davincj and if you want to support the security point of view of your holdings. So we got all the topics wrapped up in 37 minutes. It was great talking to you again, Davincj. We actually hope that you have a great time in Acapulco. You had that meetup with the community in your huge hotel. And we hope we see each other soon again. And everyone watching, come into our Telegram group. Davincj is there as well. He has recently joined the MMCrypto team. He is also there. You can tag him. You can ask questions to him. And whenever he has maybe a minute of free time, he can answer your questions right in our Telegram group, which is given in the description down below. So make sure you smash up the like. You get the content out there. So Davincj, as the last point of today, we really want to thank you for coming back into our show and talk about that very exciting topics. Do you have anything to say in the end before we wrap up today's episode?
Well, I don't have any other things to say other than I'm glad to be here in Acapulco. I met a lot of great people. A lot of my fans were here, and I appreciate them coming up to me and saying hi. And so if any of you guys see me on the streets, please don't hesitate to say hi. If you want some pictures, that's great. I really enjoyed that.
You want some free Bitcoin? It's also fine. I can remember how you sent out free Bitcoin, like $100 worth of Bitcoin to everyone who wanted that in the conference in Davos. And actually some people came to you, and you have really sent out $100 worth of Bitcoin to the people. So thank you so much for coming back into the show, Davincj, and we hope we see you as soon as possible back at the MMCrypto channel. For everyone, very important, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you hit that bell button so you will not miss out on any episode. So talking about that, as the last words of today, we want to tell you, let the market come to you, and see you next time at the next episode of MMCrypto, and bye-bye.